The U.S. Preventative Services Task Force is updating its recommendations for when women should start getting regular mammograms. They've dropped the age to 40. Joining me now to talk more about the changes, Dr. Sonia Bollée from Northwestern Medical Group. Doctor, thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me.
Let me ask you this right off. Why have they changed the age?
You know, I want to applaud the United States Preventative Services Task Force for recognizing that women should really be screened starting at the age of 40. We know that 1 in 6 breast cancers are found in women in their 40s, and the most lives saved are when we screen women starting at age 40. So I think that the task force recognizes the risk that these women have. However, even though the recommendations have been upped by a decade, they still simply are not enough. The American College of Radiology and the Society of Breast Imaging still recommends every year at age 40.
Now, it changed a bit because it was like 35 to 40 at one time, then it changed to 50, and now it's back to 40.
Yep. So previously, the recommendations were every other year, starting at age 50, and now it is age 40 every year, which is more in line with other recommendations, such as the American College of Radiology and Society of Breast Imaging, other organizations.
Has research found that they are finding more cancer in women, as you said, in their 40s? That's why they've changed it?
Yep, it's really important to note that not only do we find cancers, if you screen every year at age 40, earlier you find them smaller, and smaller, more treatable cancers are what we're trying to do in order to save the most lives.
Talk about women with dense breasts. I know that just a simple mammogram is not enough.
Yeah, so we know that mammograms are the only modality that's been proven to save lives. There's a 40% reduction in mortality if we start at age 40 every year. However, even though mammograms are good, they're not a perfect test. And this is particularly important in women that have dense breast tissue. We know that women with dense breast tissue, not only is there an inherent risk that dense breast tissue presents, which, by the way, about 40% of our population has dense breast tissue, but also it can mask the findings on mammogram. So it's difficult to see the finding on mammogram. I liken it to a polar bear in a snowstorm is with women with dense breast tissue. It's really hard to see that polar bear in white tissue. So we know that there are supplemental screening tools such as MRI and ultrasound, which really can help us find cancers that might not be easily detected on mammograms.
And Black women are 40% more likely to die of breast cancer than white women, right?
Yes.
Is there specific guidelines for them?
So, you know, I think that the important thing is to note that the United States Preventative Services Task Force recommendations are for average risk women. It's really important to note that it's really not a one size fits all when it comes to these recommendations. And there are populations such as Black women, Ashkenazi Jewish women, which may have an increased risk of breast cancer. And that's why the American College of Radiology and the Society of Breast Imaging recommends all women starting at age 25 should get a risk assessment to see if they should be screened earlier than the age of 40.
So the key thing here and the number one thing here is go see your doctor, talk with your doctor, and talk with them about these guidelines and make sure that they're following them, right?
Absolutely.
Doctor,
Absolutely.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.